Hey guys, this is Emeriya, and I made you guys a video on how to do the Maraudons that I do as a DS Ruin Warlock. Uh, yeah, what I do when I run these runs is that I kill elemental packs and farm ghost mushrooms and a little bit of lionweed. I kill Tinkmaster Gislock and I kill Princess Taradras. Why do I do this? Well, it's a great way to get elemental earth and prepare yourself for AQ or whatever, and it's also a great way to make money without having to leave a farming spot or be contested. So what I'm gonna show you throughout the video is how to do the elemental packs, what you wanna aim for when it comes to loot, where the ghost mushroom spawns are, and well, how to do the runs. Um, At some points I will speed up the clip and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing without you having to fast forward or something. So what I'm doing here is that I have sacrificed my Voidwalker. I keep Demon Armor up to have the health regen, it's really important, and I start with dealing some damage before I banish the second one. Then I just throw up dots on these big mobs. I keep a fear up. I'm going to talk more about the fear later because it's going to be very important to position them right, because there are some mobs that are going to chain in here. When these mobs die, I always make sure that I'm a bit away from them because they're going to spawn 3 small individual and non-elite mobs that we're going to kill later. Going to keep the second one banished, as you see here. And I always start by throwing Shadow Bolt to get that increased damage. Sometimes these release, don't worry about it. So I start with a Shadow Bolt followed by 3 Immolates. I just tab between the targets, and why I use Immolate is just because I want to get that nice initial damage on them. And then I just throw a Corruption. You can throw Curse of Agony on them as well. It's going to take longer time and you're going to waste more mana. And as you can see on my health and mana bar, you always want to make sure that you have a little bit of health and mana left. Also, that's why you need to keep health stone up at all points, because sometimes you fuck up, and also why you save the death coil. You can always use the death coil like once on every pack almost, because it's gonna be a couple of seconds between the pack, but don't worry. Also, when you see like the mob is standing here between other mobs, be careful to not do what I'm doing right now, that you damage too much and make it die inside of the camps of other mobs, because these Demetertrons are actually, well, they're quite hard to kill because they hit hard and they can silence you, so don't try and fight them. Every other mob you can actually kite and fight within the instance, but these ones are, in my opinion, by the hardest ones. So, same procedure here, just throw up dots, run away, and as you can see, I want to spread out the corpses a little bit, because it's going to be easier to loot them. And when you loot these mobs, what you want to aim for is solid stone and elemental earth. The rest of them is just trash loot that's going to fill up the bag. So I'm starting by running over here and yeah, looting this one. So yeah, now you are facing Gislock. What you want to do is remember to keep your buffs up as usual and keep a health stone up. What you do is just start with the Shadow Ball, then followed by an Immolate. Throw up all your dots and just keep spamming Shadow Bolt. If you feel that his health is still a bit high, you can always use a Shadow Bolt. And I mean, dot him up, run away, and run up the ledge again. He's gonna kite you there, and you allow your buffs to regen, and you just throw buffs at him, dots at him, and then you jump down and kite him like that. He will die. It's you're not gonna die to him, but what you want to keep in mind that if you go below 10% HP, it is gonna be a bit dangerous because his auto hits with the gun actually does quite a bit of damage. But yeah, just watch what I'm doing. So yeah, now you're gonna be facing some other elementals over here. What you want to make sure is that you don't get them too close to the giants. These mobs actually chain, so what you're gonna do is banish one and drag the other one over to the other side of the bridge. Don't go too far though, because you might want to be able to fear, and inside this cave here there is another elemental pack that I'm gonna show you. I usually don't go this far just to grab a mushroom. I make more money just by resetting, etc. But sometimes, you just wanna get some elemental earth and you go here anyway. And as you can see, there is a mushroom down here, so I'm just gonna pick it. But yeah, be careful not to fear these mobs into the giants. You're gonna have a bad time. The giants are actually killable, but you don't want to spend your time doing that. It's just annoying. So yeah, you reached Princess Thradra's. What I want to pinpoint here is that if you have the offhand from Onyxia's Lair, the ancient Cornerstone Grimoire, it's gonna be a really good item to use because the skeleton can trigger. What you want to do is make sure you got Soulstone, Healthstone, and then you start with some nice initial damage by Shadow Bolting, Emblading, maybe Searing Pain, and then just start up. And the first curse you want to use is actually Curse of Doom, because that is gonna work as like a timer for you. What you want to do is take the first hit from her and manually trigger the dust field. But what you want to make sure is that she uses repulsive gaze before you take it. So you can see her, she uses it, she uses a boulder, and then you take a hit. And then you keep running, and then the dust fills up. Now you can reapply your dots and keep kiting. If you feel that she hit you too hard or whatever, just pop a death coil and keep running. I'm a little bit experienced with this, so I keep my dots up a lot more than you might want to do in the beginning. In the beginning, you might just want to throw a corruption and keep running to get some practice. But after a while, I will use my cornerstone grimoire. You're gonna see it now. The skeleton will actually start hitting her and trigger the dust field, as you can see. This is going to be really important, not like really important, but it's going to help you out a lot. And as soon as you got your Curse of Doom ticking out, just throw up a Curse of Agony and keep kiting her. And when she's dead, go for the turtles and try to pick up some golden pearls. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.